Chapter 6. Mountains and Lakes. The biggest mountain chain in the world is the Himalayas in Asia. It began when two pieces of Earth's crust met and moved up. They began to move about 50 million years ago, and they are moving now, very slowly. The top of Mount Everest in the Himalayas is the highest place on Earth. It's about 9 kilometers above the ocean. Everest is very big, and it's getting bigger. The top of Everest goes up about 5 millimeters every year because Earth's crust is moving all the time. Near high mountains, there are often deep lakes. The deepest lake in the world is Lake Baikal in Russia. It's more than 1,600 meters deep. Scientists are exploring the lake in small submarines. Lake Baikal began when pieces of Earth's crust moved and made a deep hole. Water from 330 rivers goes into Lake Baikal. There's more water here than in all the Great Lakes in North America. Chapter 7. Caves. Caves are incredible underground worlds. Many people are interested in them. What makes a cave? Near the coast, ocean waves hit cliffs and make holes. In the mountains, the moving ice in a glacier makes caves in the rock. The most incredible caves are in soft rock called limestone. Rain falls on the limestone and makes holes. Slowly, the holes grow bigger and make caves. This takes thousands and thousands of years.
Discover!
The Sarawak Chamber in Borneo is the biggest cave in the world. It's longer than 10 big plains. Caves are usually very wet because water comes through the rock. Slowly, the raindrops mix with minerals and build incredible rock sculptures called stalactites and stalagmites. Thousands of years ago, people lived in caves. They didn't have books or paper, so they drew pictures on the cave walls. People drew this picture in a cave in France about 16,000 years ago. Chapter 8. Earthquakes and Tsunamis. Usually, Earth's crust moves very slowly, only a few millimeters every year. Sometimes, two pieces of the crust move suddenly in different directions. And then, there's an earthquake. Earthquakes are dangerous because buildings sometimes fall down. When there's an earthquake, people in buildings go under a heavy table, or they stand between two rooms. These are good ideas. They can help to keep people safe. There are earthquakes under the ocean, too. Usually they are small and not dangerous. Sometimes an earthquake under the ocean makes a giant wave called a tsunami. Tsunamis can be very dangerous. After a tsunami, there are often floods. There's water everywhere. Houses, cars, and trees are in the water. The water isn't clean, so many people are sick. In 2004, there was a very big tsunami in the Indian Ocean. Many people died. Chapter 9. Deserts. A desert is a dry place with almost no rain. About 20% of the land on Earth is desert. What are deserts made of? Some deserts are made of sand, and many deserts are made of stones or rocks. Deserts are usually hot, but not always. Antarctica is a cold desert. It doesn't rain often there, but there's lots of ice. The Sahara Desert in Africa is the biggest hot desert on Earth. It's bigger than Australia. The animals in the desert can live there because they don't drink very often.
Discover!
Camels can live for a week with no water. In Bolivia, in South America, there's a desert made of salt. It's called the Salar de Uyuni. About 40,000 years ago, it was a saltwater lake. But now the ground is hard and dry most of the time. Sometimes the ground looks like a big mirror. Many people visit the Salar de Uyuni because it's an incredible place. There's even a hotel made of salt. Chapter 10. Erosion. Where are these rocks? Are they on the moon? No, they are in Cappadocia in Turkey. They look like sculptures, but no one made them. Really, the windy weather made them. These rocks are not very hard. The wind blows on them and very slowly changes them. When the weather changes Earth in this way, we call it erosion. In the Colorado River in the USA, erosion began about 20 million years ago. The river moved over the rock and slowly broke it. Sun, cold weather, and wind broke the rock too. All these things made the incredible deep valley called the Grand Canyon. Wind, rain, sun, and snow, the weather is a part of Earth's story. Sun and wind make deserts. Glaciers move between mountains and make valleys. Rain falls on limestone and makes caves. This story began millions of years ago, and it is still going on. What an incredible story it is.